this episode in particular, we are going to learn about the design of a one-way slab using RCC that one in designing a one-way slab. You can remember as well CAD beam that we do civil and structural engineers and all other construction professionals on real projects, and therefore we're going to use a very valid example. That's a real example, as you can see it on my screen here. So I have an example that I actually worked on. So this is the building that we're going to pick two of its one-way slabs and we design using the RCC. So as far as our loadings are concerned, we'll be having dead load and live loads, and after calculation, that is considering both the self-weight, finishes, partitions, we came to arrive to a total dead load of 6.1 unfactored and post load of 1.5. So you can see this is what we are going to use as our loads. And now we have to look for our dimension of the slab, and the dimension of the slab, we just come and check here. We're going to design these two slabs. You can say this slab A and this is slab B. So as you can see, this is the slab. It's just moving from here all the way to here and all the way to here up again, and also this. So this A and B slab. So if we want just to confirm their dimensions for the slab B, you can get its dimension from here. This is between grid C and grid B and grid D. So, and then also check on grid 3 and 4A. So let's just come and check on that. So we have here grid C. Between grid C and grid B, we have 3.8. And we also have this, which is 3.4. And we have this part, which is 1.7. So we can actually come and get our slab as what is being indicated here. If we simply So now that we are sure that our slabs are one way, so we just proceed now to the Excel sheets. So we just come and hold our Excel sheet here, and now this is the Excel sheet as you can see. And there are these, you can actually try to key in your figures, but on top here there is not much to change. We are only interested with here. We can just come and check the strength of concrete, that's FCU, as 25, FY for the main reinforcement, which is for 60, and then FYV, which is the shear link strength, the steel of the shear link strength, which is 250. You can just give it that, and just come and check on top cover and bottom cover. This one can build this on 2.5. So a cover of 20 millimeter, you can see it's just indicated here, and then for the beams, columns and ground, and also have, so just take the maximum. You can just go with a cover of 25. So having actually gotten our cover as 25, so we'll simply come here and maintain it. So we just write here 25 bottom and top as 25. Then we proceed to our span 1 and span 2. Remember that our span 1, that was span A. You can just start with the span A, which is the ray point. This is in meters, so it should be 3.5, and then followed by this is 3.9. And what is head for the slab? This is the slab depth, which is 150. We're just giving it 150 as a preliminary number sizing. Then we don't have this other span, you can simply delete all. K to E, just give it cuts. Also change this one to E. So this represent for fixed support. Knife represent the pinned support, so you can simply come to this. And then you just come to the loadings. Remember that I had already shown you the loadings for this, which for the dead load was 6.1. Enter. For the imposed load was 1.5. Enter. And position, that's uniformly distributed. We don't have any point load, just delete that. And for the span 2, we can also get that 6.1, and as well as this one will be 1.5. Enter. And we don't have anything in our these spans. Our factors as required. That's how simple it is. Once you key in your factors or your design parameters, we simply come and while we were at the main reinforcements, and now this time we want just to go to our actions for the design. Just check our design, so simply right click, we just have this. So this is how our design looks like. Control, let me just expand it so that you can have a look. So this is how our design will look like. You can see our moments. This is the moment at the supports. So this is all what we have here. Just have a look, and now we can actually proceed to even check with what will be our. Remember that this one does both the design and analysis, so we can also proceed to the spans tab, and we also check on the reinforcement given. So you can actually be able to see what are the reinforcements that have been given here. I just decide to give this one as 10. I feel those spaces are too big, and we can even choose the 8. Let's just see if we are using the 8 to see what we're going to get. That's 250. So I think that one will be more logical spaces. And this one will be 80. And left, right, center. So we cannot use the 16 in our slab. Let's just use the 10 or the 8, because it seems that this slab, see that space is too big. You can just simply use the 8. Yes. Cancel this one, the 8 for that slab. So you can see we have actually corrected here. Everything reads okay. So we are comfortably okay with whatever you have been given. If you see the spaces are too big, you can actually reduce them, and you can just check that they are going to work. So want simply to go quickly and check on what we were given or what the software gave us. So this is the 8, you can just check. So if you use the 12, you will really be reinforcing, so use a smaller diameter just to ensure that you have economical design. But this one, because this 150, you can now use the 10, let's just say as 250, and this one can be, the 10 is too much, just use the 8. I think the 8 should be the one to be used on these slabs, which will simply work so perfectly well. So we all have that. There's no span tray, as you can see. So all our checks are okay. You can see we have a deflection here, which is common for which is 33, and allowed is 51. So everything is okay with our slab, as you can see. So we have no issue. Which slab was this? This was slab 16. Well, whereas this one was slab 17. So if we just come to our result and we just try to check on what the software provided, remember this is Orion software. So we have slab 17 and slab 16. We have this slab 16 here. So you can see it's just giving us 125, and it's recommending so the 10 at 250. So if you want to, this one means now that if actually you are using T8 or D8 or Y8, whichever terms that you want to use the terminologies. If now you are using like T8, then you should simply space your spacing at 200. It will work well based on both analysis. So this is what I wanted to show you, how you can actually use these Excel spreadsheets just to confirm whatever you have in your software. Remember how you can actually verify or how you can learn structural design. So this is the course that we are offering. You can see this 2026. So if actually you need to learn something about real project-based structural design masterclass, that's offered in CAD and BIM. It's a civil and structural hub, and we are training engineers for the real projects. Like you have seen, we have not just picked a random slab, but we have actually done due diligence here. If you really here and there, if you really want to understand this perfectly, feel free to reach us. This is our contact number, this is our email, and we can actually take you through from beginner to a professional level.